Let's talk about the roster moves that this team made, because Keion White, Kyle Duggar. Let's start with Keion White first.
Yeah.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Because I expected so much more from this guy. Sure. This guy's a specimen.
Sure.
Right?
6'5", 280 pounds.
And at the start of training camp, he was happy about the new coaches that were coming in, right?
Yeah, he was. And so I think, he was a chess piece in the Belichick Mayo defense, moved all around. I think in this defense, which is a little different, Steve, they do different things. He played one spot, and it just never seemed to take off. And you know what, Steve?
What?
It was hard for me to, and I don't know if you agree, it was hard for me to tell how bought in he was. Because he doesn't give you much
I
emotion,
that.
And so I think there might have been an aspect of, did Mike Vrabel feel like he could get through to him? Is it?
I just thought the guy was starting. Oh, and then there's Kyle Duggar.
Kyle Duggar, to me, is really more of a combination of system and contract. In the old system, he was really valued for being a safety who could play down at the linebacker level. And then they signed him to this big deal. In this defense, Steve, they like versatile safeties who can play all different spots, and that's not really him.
And ankle surgery slowed him up. Right?
And that definitely affected him, and he got a big contract. And I think the Patriots feel like getting out of that contract is positive in the short term and the long term.
All right, let's talk about the captain, shall we?
Yes.
Marcus Jones has been playing like an all-pro this season. Yesterday, the Pats locked him up with a contract extension. 3 years, $36 million deal. Not bad. And the Patriots quarterback would have been a free agent after the season. Now he's happy to be staying right here in Foxborough.
It means a lot. Like I said, I was drafted here, so that was something that I loved. And then also, them valuing me, as a captain, and also being a player on this team, and then also, doing a lot of things in the community and stuff like that. You never know until you do have communication. I didn't have an agent, so we basically did it through me and everyone up in the front office, so like Grow and Elliott and stuff. But I'm just glad to be here.
Call him the little big man, because the little big man plays big all the time.
Yeah, and how about that, Steve? Credit to him for doing a deal like that without an agent. And I always look at these. He could have waited and gone to free agency and maybe gotten even more money.
But he's happy here.
But he's happy here. He wanted to be here. Patriots wanted him here. And I think it's a good example as to how Mike Vrabel hasn't just come in and said, hey, if you're from the prior regime, we don't necessarily want you. Like, I think he does want some players from the prior regime. Marcus Jones is one of them. He said, in fact, today, Steve, that Marcus Jones embodies everything they want their team and their program to be about, on the field and off the field. I was at the Halloween party with him last night. He was dressed up as Sonic. I had no idea. I had to look it up. But,
his costume?
But Steve, it was the first time I've ever interviewed a player about a contract extension in a Halloween costume.
It's pretty cool.
That's what we love about it. You never know what's
when
gonna
he was
happen.
voted captain, he was surprised.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, because, there's a lot of leadership in the locker room. And he's a little bit of a quieter presence, but he leads by example. And the players really were happy for him to see him get rewarded.
And when I
that.
see him on the field, he plays big. From all over the court, all over the field, and making plays. Even when guys open, he can catch up to guys and break up passes.
Yeah, closes ground quickly, and the punt return, Steve, right,
dangerous.
is a weapon in that area.